Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to Supersize You Annual Challenge Day 42. Today we're talking about, all this month, we're focusing on the area of confidence. Today we're talking about dressing for confidence. What you wear and the psychology of what you wear. What you select to wear and what the psychology is behind it. Now, this was an interesting one for me. We're also going to talk about the O in the SOAP framework, so don't let me forget that. What you wear, what you choose to wear, impacts your mood, it impacts the way you feel, it impacts the actions you will take, and how you show up in your world. Now, on a personal level, this might not be as important unless we're in relationships that are challenging, which to me, that is when I found it even more important to dress powerfully. When I was in a relationship that wasn't necessarily good for me, I noticed the days that I dressed meekly and powerlessly or just threw on whatever I grabbed, I felt differently and didn't stand up for myself as much as when I was out in the world working and showing up in my power suits and things. Yes, I was a power suit wearer. Now, I will confess today, I do not own a single power suit. I got rid of all of my power suits, all of my suits, and I had one of those giant closets with just a rainbow selection because I was pushing against black and navy blue, but I had black and navy blue in there too from my corporate days. But I had just a rainbow of, if you name a color of a suit, I probably had it. My favorite power suit, and we're going to talk about this today. What is your favorite power outfit for both personal and professional? Was a navy blue blazer with a thin short skirt, a straight, little A-line short skirt above the knees, and it had gold trim and gold buttons and things on it. Why? Because it made me feel awesome. My second favorite was a peach colored suit. Can't remember what the designer was, but I had a couple of items that when I needed to show up and I needed to feel good about myself, no matter what it was for, I could pull those out of my closet and put those on, and I knew it would boost my confidence. It isn't vain. I mean, I guess I still kind of feel that way, that, who needs to be vain and showy and all that. But in my work environment, I needed to do that. I needed to project a confidence and power because I was in environments where it was like all men. My second job in corporate America, I was the only woman in that facility besides the front office receptionist lady. And we both had the same name, which I found just fascinating. But we became very fast friends since we were the only ones there. And we could relate to some of the testosterone-filled rooms that we ended up in. So it's important to choose our clothes wisely. Now, this is coming from me, who decided a long time ago that I was going to wear a different shirt every day. If I was going to show up for the year, if I was going to show up every day on video, I wanted to make sure I had a different shirt on every day. So I literally wear a different shirt every day. Once I wear a shirt for the year, I pack it away until next year, and then I pull them out again. And I think this is like the 5th year in a row I've done that. Since I let go of the pajama grandma, actually it is. I let go of the pajama grandma persona in 2020, and I just started showing up as me, which is much more authentic but I am pajama grandma too, I have to admit. I actually had a robe on over my clothes yesterday because I was cold. So why is this important? Well, because how we show up in the world is the energy that we project and the results that we're going to get and the response we're going to get from other people in the world, right? I believe wholeheartedly that everyone on this planet has the right to be unapologetically themselves, absolutely, positively, authentically, whoever you are, however you want to show up, that's your choice and your decision. But keep in mind, if you've got a face covered with tattoos and piercings, people are going to judge you. Guess what? If you've got an old lady face, people are going to judge you. That's just the nature of human beings. And does it really matter? Does it really matter what they think? No, it matters what you think. And that's why you choose the things that are right for you and show up in the world that way. So what's our action item today? Our action item is fun and simple. Pick out your power outfit. What is an outfit? And I did not do that today, but I'll do it and wear it tomorrow for my one of my granddaughter's birthdays is tomorrow. So it's kind of a celebration day. But describe or show a picture of your power outfit in the comments below. Why? So that we can learn that everybody's outfit, everybody's idea of what makes them feel awesome and powerful and confident is different. And that's the way the world should be. We shouldn't want to be a clone of anyone else. We should just want to be the best possible version of ourselves. This is, of course, my humble opinion. but I hope you agree with it. If you don't, that's fine too. But show us your power outfit, and we will we'll cheer one another on and have some confidence. Extra points if you can get Chat GPT, if you don't want to take a picture of yourself, to put you in your power outfit and you share that. I don't have a prompt for that. I'm not a big chat person, but I might figure it out because I think that would be really fun today. What else do I want to say about this? I think we should reflect on this a little bit today and see if it doesn't impact you. I will admit that maybe I need to rethink my background and my, but I don't want to be like everybody else, and because I'm not. And maybe I need to rethink the different shirt every day thing and be more particular. To be honest, a lot of the times I just pick out a few outfits, and that's where this one came from, that go with my fingernail color for the couple of weeks that I have that fingernail color. And I'll just go through, and those are the colors that I'll wear, which I don't know if that's powerful or not. I think it says I can show up in whatever I want and still communicate. At least I hope it says that. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments below so that I change my point of view on how I show up. We want to ask ourselves a couple reflective questions before I sign off, and I still have to talk about the Owen Soap Framework, so I'm going to hold this so I don't forget. How does what I wear affect my confidence and how others perceive me? I think we talked about that a little bit, but I want you to answer the question for yourself. I guarantee people treat me differently how I show up now than when I show up in my pajamas every day. Why? But the thought process and reasoning behind that was I wanted to do at that point in my life what I want, where I want, wearing what I want with whomever I want. And the wearing what I want was I want to be super comfortable in whatever I'm wearing. And of course, my pajamas back then were the most comfortable thing and the least stressful thing. And so that's why I selected to be pajama grandma for several years. What message am I sending with my current clothing choices? I would love people's thoughts on that. I would love to hear that about me as well as about yourself. And then thirdly, if I dress like my most confident self and in my most confident outfit, what would that look like? And what kind of results and interactions do I think I would have? Would that make any difference or not? Just reflect on those, but then share in the comments below your power outfit. Let's all pick a power outfit. I'm gonna have to really go through my stuff and see what I have for a power outfit because, like I said, I left the corporate grind in 2004, 3 or 4, and kept my suits for at least a decade before I let them go. And then I was like, okay, I guess I can let some of these go. And then I let another batch go and another batch go. Yeah, I had like 100 suits in my closet. Crazy. All right. Oh, in the soap framework. We're running through the soap framework as we do this part of the challenge so that I don't forget. And so I make sure that you have this tool in your toolbox to solve any problem or challenges that you might be having or to help you get close to a goal. Today is the first step in filling the gap between where we are and where we want to be. Now, I said yesterday that I want to get comfortable doing direct messaging and intentional direct messaging. Not like people spam it and scam it and AI it out there, but I want to really connect with and communicate with the people that I want to communicate with. Well, the first step of that is usually direct messaging. And I have a definite blind spot against saying that I just absolutely hate it. Well, yesterday I sent 2 DMs and I had great results from both of them. One was I wanted to showcase a lady in my school community and she said yes right away. And I was so delighted about that. And then she thanked me afterwards for doing that. So I count that as a win. And then the other one was, what was the other one I sent that was a biggie? Get somebody to do a strategic partnership with me for promoting that community. And I still haven't heard back on that one. But O in the SOAP framework stands for options. And we want to brainstorm options. And of course, my favorite tool to do that is the brainstorming 10-3-1 tool. Why? Because it helps move us along in the process to the next step just by the way we do it. We brainstorm a minimum of 10 ways to start filling the gap between where we are and where we want to be. And only you can brainstorm those things because it's your challenge or your goal area that you want to achieve. Mine is direct messaging, so I can look for people that I think do an incredibly powerful, good, positive job of direct messaging and find out what they're doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it. I can model somebody. I can hire somebody to do it for me, which to me is very inauthentic. It's like using AI for my direct messaging. Not going to happen. as far as I can tell, in my lifetime. I think I can commit to saying that. I think it is horrible. I think it's horrible. I understand why businesses do it, but it shows me a level of disconnect and not really caring about their customer. They just want the numbers, which is all about them, right? And I think that's why I push against it so much. But we want to brainstorm 10 of those things. I have not done this yet. I'm going to put 1 through 10 in my book right now so I don't forget today. And I will brainstorm 10 things. And then tomorrow we'll look at the A in the SOAP framework, which will help us choose what to take action on among those 10 things. So I say 10, circle your top 3, and then we're going to analyze those 3 tomorrow and pick 1 to take action on. Any questions about this? I went through it really fast. I will cover it 12 times this year at least as we go about our becoming the best possible version of ourselves, both in the Supersize Your Business community and in here in our personal development Supersize Us community. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, got slow connection. Now I just get to look at you.